If you have O negative blood and you're exhausted for no reason, it's not depression. You've been feeding someone who was never supposed to have access to you. Let me tell you what O negative actually means in the energetic world, because the medical textbooks only give you half the story. O negative is the universal donor. Your blood can sustain anyone, and that gift doesn't stop at the physical. Energetically, O negative individuals carry one of the most open, giving, high output frequencies on the planet. You were literally coded at birth to pour life into others, and energy vampires know it. I'm not talking about fictional creatures. I'm talking about the coworker who leaves every conversation feeling recharged while you need a 2-hour nap. The family member who calls only in crisis and disappears when you're the one struggling. The partner who made you feel like you were the problem while they quietly fed off your light, your ideas, your emotional labor, your healing. Energy vampires are drawn to O negatives because your field is rich. You generate warmth, solutions, emotional safety, and creative life force. And people with unhealed voids are magnetized to that without even understanding why. Here's what changes everything, though. You were not born to be drained. You were born to be a source. But sources have to be protected, not left running wide open for anyone who wanders close. So here is how you actually combat this in today's world. 1. Learn the difference between someone who fills up from your overflow versus someone who punctures the container itself. Healthy connection leaves you energized. Vampiric connection leaves you hollowed out even after a good conversation. Trust that feeling. It's biological data. 2. Stop explaining yourself to people who use your explanations against you. O negatives tend to over-communicate, trying to create understanding. Vampiric personalities weaponize your transparency. You are allowed to close the book mid-chapter. 3. Introduce energetic boundaries before physical ones. Before you enter a draining environment, visualize your field as sealed. Set an internal intention. I give from overflow only. My core is not available. This sounds simple. It works because your subconscious begins enforcing it. 4. Audit your access list. Not everyone deserves real-time access to you. Your phone, your time, your emotional presence, these are sacred resources. An energy vampire's first move is always to monopolize your attention. Reclaiming your schedule is a spiritual act. 5. Replenish intentionally. O negatives deplete faster than they realize because output feels natural to them. Solitude is not isolation. It is maintenance. Treat your alone time like charging a battery that powers everyone around you. Without it, you're running on fumes and calling it life. Here is the truth they never handed you with your blood type results. You are not too sensitive. You are not too much. You are not responsible for the emptiness inside people who chose never to do their own work. Your O negative frequency was designed for purpose, not for parasitic relationships. The exhaustion you've been carrying, that's not yours. The self-doubt that crept in after years of being around people who fed off your light, that's not yours either. When you protect your energy, when you stop donating your life force to those who would drain a universal donor dry, something extraordinary happens. You come back to yourself. Your gifts sharpen. Your discernment activates. Your path becomes clear in ways it never could when you were running on empty. The chosen ones aren't chosen because life is easy for them. They're chosen because they carry something rare enough to be worth targeting and powerful enough, once protected, to change everything around them. If you felt this in your chest, if something in you just exhaled for the first time in a long time, follow right now because this is only the beginning. I'm breaking down exactly how O negatives, empaths, and high-frequency souls can reclaim their energy, identify the patterns that have kept them drained, and step fully into what they were actually coded to do here. Drop in the comments if you're O negative or if this described your life. Your blood was never the problem. It was always the gift. You just needed someone to tell you how to protect it.